All right, we're here. We're talking to Guy Sanville, and I'm going to ask you, what in the world are you doing here? What do you do?
Well, I ask
here?
myself that question every day. No, this is great. I have the best job in the country. I'm artistic director of the Purple Rose. You met Alan Rybant. He's our managing director.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the artistic director. He handles the business side, the marketing, the box office, and I handle the artistic side. And we both work for Jeff. I produce the shows with him, and I direct a lot of them and cast them and those types of things.
I'm going to ask you where you got your experience before you came here. Where?
You know, I've just always worked. I grew up in Lansing. I'm originally from ESCANABA, Michigan. I was born in the UP. My folks moved down.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
from ESCANABA. All right.
Yeah, my mom lives up there, and I don't know. I got involved in high school, and I just started doing shows, and I've always wanted to be an actor and a director. And
have you mainly worked in Michigan, or?
I've worked all over. I worked in Michigan. I was out in New York for about 6 or 7 years, and yeah, you know, I actually was in New York in the '80s. And then moved back to Michigan. In 1992, a friend of mine called me up and said, "Yeah, they're doing a play at Jeff Daniels Theater down there."
So maybe I'll walk over.
And I came down and got the part, and I knew it was a very magical place right away.
Ah.
I knew, and I would shovel snow for them. I would whatever they needed, and Jeff wrote parts for me, and they let me direct, and they made me their first associate artist. And then this job opened up in May of '95, and much to my delight and surprise, he offered me the job. So that was about 12 years ago. So.
Now, I noticed you guys are working out over here, doing your lines. What's going on?
Well, we're in the first week of rehearsals for a brand new play by Letscher. We'll introduce you to him in a second here. Okay. And we just got some rewrites of the script this morning. So it's a work in progress.
A little last minute stuff.
Yeah, we were just rereading the new first act. And in a few minutes here, we'll get it up on its feet and start plowing through it.
Yeah. Well, it sounds exciting.
Thank you.
Is there anything you can tell us about any of the actresses or actors?
Well, you know, ESCANABA in the Moonlight. Y'all know that. Maybe you've seen it, seen the movie. Sure. Wayne David Parker was in that, and he played Jimmer Negominee from Menominee. He's around here somewhere.
Well, we'll tackle
Bill
him.
Powers was in that. Jim Porterfield was in that, so several of these guys. These are associate and resident artists that work here. Michelle Mountain is in the show. She's been in, on our stage probably over 1,000 times. So we have a veteran cast. We also have some new people. Nick Smith is a nice new young guy. Catherine Mayer, Rhiannon.
Now they're not all from Michigan. Correct, or are
everybody
they?
here?
Everybody?
Well, not everybody is currently living in Michigan, but everybody who's working here in this show is from Michigan.
Well, that's a credit to Jeff Daniels.
Absolutely, that's
everybody.
His vision for the place is that we develop our own talent. Everybody here is somebody's project, and Rhiannon, for example, is playing a large role. This is really her professional debut, and same with Catherine. They're both getting their equity cards in this production, and. They've all studied here and taken classes here and stuff like that. You might be interesting to talk to them. We're crusty old veterans. We've been around here for a while, but this is their first show here.
So we're not making you nervous by being on the TV here.
No.
You brought the one or twice.
A camera? Come on.
Yeah, there's everybody in Michigan's going to watch.
Well,
be careful.
I hope so.
All right.
We're all about Michigan here.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we get to talk to Wayne David Parker. Now, this is not your first time working with this crew, is that right?
This will be the 21st production I've done at the Purple Rose Theater.
Just began.
Right. When this show's over with, I'll be too short of 1,500 shows.
Wow.
Yeah. So just a couple of years.
Yeah. How did you get started in showbiz?
When I was
show. I guess they told me there's two words, show and business.
Yeah, you don't get in business until you make money.
Okay.
So I'm still waiting for that.
You're still in show.
No, when I was in high school, I was always in choir and honors choir and things like that. And my choir director talked me into not playing baseball one summer and do a production of Paint Your Wagon that he was doing with a bunch of college kids because he needed extra men to sing in the chorus. And I enjoyed it so much I went back and did both the productions my senior year and went to Eastern Michigan and got a degree and somehow I've been lucky enough to make a living at it all these
And
years.
here you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you from? You're from here in Michigan, but
I was
where?
born in Kansas, lived in Dearborn for the last 30 years.
Ah, big city compared to some of these guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
yeah.
What's going on? I know we just talked to Guy,
Right.
and he explained it a little bit, but what's your part?
I'm playing the offensive coordinator of a Division I football team called the Western Stallions, Western State University Stallions, and we've just finished our season. We finished 5 wins, 6 losses, and we're trying to recruit this big name kid to come in and play running back for us. And so the tension's high. We're trying to find a way to make sure we get this kid in our stable so that we don't lose our jobs.
Okay, and again, I don't want you to be too nervous with the camera here, but I know.
Oh, there's a camera?
Are you shaking? Well, we finally get to the guy that caused all this action that's going on here. I believe.
Yeah, the ruckus.
Brian Letscher.
Brian Letscher.
And you are the playwright.
I am.
Playwright for what? What's
the name of the play is When the Lights Come On.
When the Lights Come On. Tell me a little bit about it. Do you know anything about that play?
Not much.
Okay,
no, I don't
tell
know
me
what. It's a really confusing piece of work. It's about a football staff in the Midwest in Michigan, major college football staff who is kind of on the verge of losing their jobs, losing their lives, perhaps their marriages, if they don't sign this one big recruit. So it's how they all handle that living on the edge sort of thing. What you do when you're in that position, yeah.
Well, I'm sitting here looking into your eyes. I think there's, you're kind of connected to this script.
Just a little bit, yeah.
Where'd it come from?
I coached football, college football for 5 years. So I was a graduate assistant at Eastern Michigan and Indiana, and then went back to Eastern Michigan as a full-time coach for 3 years. So it's loosely based on my experience. I certainly have, some time with this sort of thing. And I played football at Michigan, so.
How about acting?
I've never acted in my life. I can't even believe they gave me this job, actually. No.
Wait a minute. We don't want them to hear this.
I started acting. I was done coaching in '99 and then moved to New York and just started acting when I was in New York. Took my first acting class at the Purple Rose, actually.
Is that right?
And then shortly after that, moved to New York. And kind of just dipped my toes in the water, took classes, got some headshots taken, was doing other work to make money, and then gradually, over the last 7-8 years, acting has become, what I've been able to do, and then writing.
What does the Purple Rose do to your portfolio, or when you go around to other places? Does the Purple Rose give you a step up?
Absolutely.
Just by knowing that you were here?
Oh yeah. It's been kind of amazing to walk into auditions in New York with, big casting directors and have them go, oh, the Purple Rose. Oh yeah, that's Jeff Daniels' place, right? Yeah, in Michigan. God, I heard it's amazing. It's happened 4 or 5 times, and every time it's really tremendous. And the bottom line is this place, the Purple Rose, is the best place I've ever worked as an actor. And I don't have a comparison as a playwright, but it's just been an amazing, amazing experience, and I think that definitely travels.